Well, I'm a happy camper now. Got everything working. So, thank you to Avionic on Audiokarma, who basically gave me the solution to my dilemma. And that was that I pulled transmitter, or transistor, I should say, CR-2020, which is this guy right here. It's right at the very bottom of the board, and when I was soldering it, I guess I probably dropped a little solder, and it's really hard when you pull it up to actually see whether you've got a break between each of the solder joints. So what ended up happening was the collector and emitter were shorted out, and that's why this thing was kicking off right away. So opened her up again and used a little bit of my trusty solder braid here, cleaned it all up, and then did a better job of soldering that connection. And now everything is working tickety-boo. So relay kicks on, and my voltage stays stable when it's on. It's not draining off like it was. I blame that on, there's a lot of brittle wires in these things. I had actually a number of wires that had broken off while I was manipulating the board in order to do all the cap replacements on both this board and the electrolytic capacitor board, which is this daughter board that's sitting here vertically. And so in going through it, I resoldered a bunch of the joints here, made better connections. Had a better look at how everything was connected up, as well as cleaning up all the bad, the old solder joints that were on the back sides of these boards. As usual, this electrolytic capacitor board was a hot mess on the back side. In fact, so much so that some of the traces had and components had lifted, so I had to solder some shunt lines in there in order to properly get everything connected together. So it was a long, frustrating, tedious troubleshooting exercise, but happy to say that I've got that phase of the receiver done. I still have another bunch of caps to install here, and that's the debate with the fellow who owns this as to whether what I'll do is I'll probably do some of the low-hanging fruit on the amplifier boards. Probably won't touch the tuner board because that's beyond my capabilities as far as, if I throw anything out of kilter there, they're a bugger to get those properly tuned up and everything. So, and it is sounding good. So let's turn it on, power on. And there you go. Relay tripped. We got steady voltage there across the -25 rail, and there we have it. Lots of jam on it. So and I guess we can play with some of the components. I'm going to do that off camera, but suffice it to say, I've still got a few other things I want to look at and get this all nice and cleaned up and ready to hand it back. So thank you for watching. There's probably going to be more to follow as I proceed to some of the other boards and whatnot and see what I can do. Thank you.